If you want to know how silly you have been, ask your mom. You welcome viewers to another episode. We're still on PMP uh, up from August 7 to 10. In the last video, we quickly referred to the issue of 11 to 13 to complete a story, which incidentally we couldn't even complete because it was also continued, which paper I may not have or I don't have. So we go reverse. We come back to the issue of 710, and the page should be page 8. Yes, page 8, because the last story started with page 7. So we're now on page 8, and let's find it. So this is it. Man talk. That's it on top there. Man talk. When it comes to love, relationship, and sex, many men say they do not understand what women want. Man talk is just what you need to read. All right. Let's go to the extreme left hand side of the paper. There are here 11 points of why men love women. Why men love women. Where the man is sitting. 1. Uh, the way their heads always find the right spot on our shoulders. Oh my God. Remember, why men love women? And start with the way their heads always find the right spot on our shoulders, like babies. I think that's why women are called babies. Okay, 2. The way her hand always finds yours. Oh my God. Oh my God. The way her hands always finds yours. Anyways, that's the ideal way. That's the ideal. It's not always like that. Because there are women who can attack men, even kill them. So, number 3, the ease in which they fit into your arms. Wow. Say the ease with which they fit into your arms. Number 4, the way they hold you and all of a sudden everything is right in the world. Do I repeat that? Number 4, the way they hold you and all of a sudden everything is right in the world. Number 5, the way they smile. Number 5, the way they smile. Number 6, the way they take you hours to get dressed, but in the end it makes it all worthwhile. Oh my God. The way they take hours to get dressed, but in the end it makes it all worthwhile. 7, because they are always warm even when it's cold outside. Because they are always warm even when it's cold outside. Number 8, the way they look good in their clothes. 9, the way they fish for compliments, even though you both know that you think she's the most beautiful thing on the earth. Number 10, the way they fall into your arms when they cry. Then the way they apologize for crying over something that's silly. The way they apologize for crying over something that's silly. The is is not there. I just fixed it. I fixed it. Number 11. The way, sorry, number 11. The way they say, I miss you. The way they say, I miss you. Let me go on top. Again, why men love women. So we've gotten to the 11th point. We love them, then it concludes. We love them for a million reasons, comma. No paper would do it justice. No paper can complete why we love them. Why men love women. It's a thing not of the mind, but of the heart. A feeling only felt. A feeling, full stop, only felt. Good. Uh, let's go to. Let's go down a bit. Does your woman, does your woman disrespect you? It's a question. Does your woman disrespect you? Hmm? You've met a great woman, and as things start to heat up, everything seems to be going smoothly, except for one little thing. At first, it was so minor that it wasn't worth mentioning. But now, but now that you are dating exclusively, you realize that the little thing is getting bigger. You realize that the little thing is getting bigger. For every suggestion or comment you make, she shoots you down, and she shoots you down, and appears to put herself above you. Mm. Okay, now we are facing facts. We're facing facts. Uh, and appears to put herself above you. If this profile sounds at all familiar, don't fear. There are ways to rectify the issue at hand. Okay, let's see. One, okay, they're also not in points but in cycles. One, respect is fundamental for a healthy relationship. And if your lady friend is undermining your opinion second guessing you, it is obvious that some disrespect is being flung in your direction. Second point, or next point, the second point. Before going ape, however, take a step back, analyze the situation, and assess what you can do to get her on your side. Take a look at the following situations for help. Situation one, shift action. Shift action. Then it comes to problem. As you and your woman wait in line along with friends to see a movie, she suddenly voices her disgust regarding the clothes you are wearing. You are wearing in front of everybody. Solution. Don't wait until another outburst like this occurs. Take her aside before the previews. Before the previews start, and be frank with her. Then, second point, and the solution. And the solution, second point. Tell her that you won't let that kind of treatment slide again. Third point, under the solution. Any woman of yours should never dish you in public like that. 4. Being direct will shift the momentum to her side and make her realize your intolerance for any kind of abuse. Then, the third topic here, watch out. While this approach can be effective, make sure not to blur the line between a normal relationship and one that dips the balance of power to your side too much. So, in other words, don't try to control her too much either. Mm. Then, next point, and watch out. In other words, you should be careful as you tell her what you dislike. Be careful about how you go about it. So, let's go to the next point. You want to have the upper hand sometimes, but for this to work, a two-way a two-way street of communication must be established. Then the third, we get to a situation. Situation two, sorry, that was situation one. Yes. Situation two, calculate. Then problem. Every time you suggest going to a restaurant, she dismisses you, as this is a recurring type of behavior. It may be hard. It may be hard to restrain yourself from from badgering, from badgering her badgering her with questions on why she neglects to to place any importance on your opinions. Why she neglects to place any importance on your opinions. Situation. Uh, take a sensitive approach. Take a sensitive approach. Choose your words carefully so as not to insult her, but let her know that this is an issue. Though some women will provoke you to insult them. Okay, third, sit down with her and address the situation like you would a business proposal at work. Mm. Address the situation as you would a business proposal at work. Then, next point, lay out the incidences one by one where she seems to ignore your input, and be honest and sincere about how that cannot happen again. Then watch out. Remain open minded and do not use an accusing tone. Rather ask what she thinks needs to change in order to eliminate this problem. Next point. Remember, it's one thing for her to debate your opinion and quite another to disregard it completely and frequently. Oh, to be continued. It's sad. Anyway, and like I say, I don't think I have the paper. I don't have it. To be continued. Okay, let's go to the next writing. Anticipate her needs. Anticipate her needs. Hmm? What does it mean to anticipate a woman's needs? That's not exactly easy to explain. It is easier to show by example. If a man can anticipate a woman's needs on a date, then he will score extra points with her for being thoughtful and taking care of her. Here's what an ardent reader of PMP says about how she felt loved and cared for by her friend, who is now her fiancé, on one of their dates. So let's listen to the woman. I remember being on a dinner table. Oh, sorry. I remember being on a dinner date. After the waitress had brought the food and left, I noticed that she had forgotten to bring the extra pepper sauce, into bracket shito. Ghanaians know what shito is. The extra pepper sauce into bracket shito I had asked for. It was it was no big deal, but I did make a comment, mostly to myself. Oh, she forgot the extra sauce. My date heard me, and without being asked, He asked the waitress for more sauce when she walked by. I was so impressed. I really felt taken care of and closer to him. And closer to him. A man who knows that his wife prefers to drink water will be able to ask for a glass of water on her behalf at a social gathering. Here are some examples of situations where the man is anticipating the woman's needs. Hmm. So you give all your life for the woman. Hmm? Hmm? And if you appreciate it, fine. If you won't, it's headache. Hmm? Uh, anticipate the man is anticipating the woman's needs also in points. One, they are sitting at home. When they are sitting at home watching a movie, she is drinking Coke and he is drinking water. When her glass is almost empty without being asked, he goes to the kitchen and refills her drink. Oh my God. So you also have to be a servant to her, hmm, to refill her drink. He knows her favorite snack, so as to surprise, so as a surprise, he brings her favorites. He brings her favorites home. Hmm. Three, she is sick. He offers to prepare her some light soup without being asked. Oh my God, this is a servant. Or viewers, how do you see? Okay, without being asked. Point four, I think, yes. They are eating at a restaurant and she has salad. While she is putting the salad dressing on the salad, she starts to run out, so he goes to bring her back more salad dressing without being asked. Hmm. She is carrying something heavy and he holds the door for her. Not only that, they open the door for her to enter and open for her to come out. Hmm? Hmm. And he holds the door for her. And he holds the door for her, yes. She was up late the night before, so he brings her breakfast in bed. Well, I know some of the men will be getting angry, angry now. Uh, oh yes, I know some men will be getting angry now. Huh? Okay, let's go on. Uh, she was up late the night before, so he brings her breakfast in bed. I think that's all. But then, let's conclude. In all these situations, the woman needs something or will need something, and her boyfriend, fiance, husband helps without being asked because he knows her so well. He knows what she likes and what she needs, and he gets it to her without being asked. It really is wonderful. It's really is wonderful feeling when you get the point of knowing someone so well that you can do this. Da, 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 da. Try it, men. How many men can try it? Hmm? Nigerians will say, yeah, 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 men like you. How many men can try it? Hmm? Anyway, it's happening in some societies. Anyway, okay, let's see. Get down with group psychology. Get down with group psychology. Hmm? Groups of women have always been a source of anxiety for guys. When a woman you think is not is when a woman you think is hot is clustered among her girlfriends, she seems inaccessible. Full stop. Her defense outnumbers your attack. Mhm. She is made exponentially stronger by the group morale, and you risk having her body's rebuff in addition to her own. Paragraph. Now, place yourself in the arena. Full stop. You are at a restaurant with your friends. You spot her. There she is by the bar, partly veiled by the party. You catch a glimpse of her eyes. Then she throws her head back in laughter, then catches your glance and holds the smile. Are you ready for are you ready for the incursion? Question mark. Then it asks, read on. So let's read on because the writer is saying we should read on. So let's read on. Uh, Women in groups are not those impenetrable, full stop. With a little charm, some wives, and a lot of confidence, you can gain entry into any girl crew. Let me take it again. With a little charm, some wiles, not wives, sorry. With a little charm, some wiles, and a lot of confidence, you can gain entry into any girl crew. That's when they're a group. The any girl crew, oh, what is it? Full stop and then shoot again. Okay, I don't know if it's full stop. It might be. To any girl crew, lend off her guards and claim your trophy damsel. Yes, it was not full stop, but comma. To any girl crew, comma, lend, is it fend off? I can't read it well. Well, pardon me, it might be fend off. If it, I don't think, fend off her guards and claim your trophy damsel. Full stop. And you always have the added benefit of making some extra allies in case the main lady deserts you. We go to another deep print. What to do and how to do it. What to do and how to do it. Talk to her friends. Then also in small points as well. That the first big point is one, talk to her friends. Then sub points, let's go there. It's easier to gain entry into her fortress if her allies respect you. For this, you should address all the ladies in the group. Get each one to like you, so the collective guard is lowered. Yes, this is easier. This is easier said than done, but so is anything that's worth it, right? It's a question, right? Okay. Point 2. You wouldn't you wouldn't have read this far if sorry. You wouldn't have read this far if you're not willing to take risks. And this involves charming of many women, not just one. Not just one. Next point. Yes, already know the drill. Comma, you just have to multiply it. Full stop. Be friendly and polite. Full stop. Smile. Full stop. Ask a lot of questions. So they do all the talking. Next point. For example, you can approach them and say, "Good evening, ladies. My name is Joe. You all look very great." How many of us can do this? I can't do that. Good evening, ladies. Okay, let's listen. Let me repeat that. For example, you can approach them and say, "Good evening, ladies. My name is Joe. You all look really great. Are you all from around here?" And keep it going. And keep it going. Ask all of them general questions as you would with one, and show interest in all of them. However, keep your ears sharp for what you target, uh, for what your target lady has to say. Alright, keep your ears while you say this. Keep your ears sharp for what your target lady has to say. Hmm? Full stop. Eventually, you will be one. Eventually, you will to want to find something in common with her that will keep her talking for long. Okay, next point under number 1. Hmm? Addressing all her friends first will ensure that they don't pull her away in her defense or give her a reason to excuse herself from your presence. You can gradually focus more on your woman as time progresses, but take your time, full stop. If you pounce on the main prize too soon, they might quickly see through your uh, Trojan horse and close the gates. Full stop. Paragraph. Uh, 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 Another point. If you are feeling bold enough, you can tactfully ignore your lady while you charm her friends. This might get her wondering why. This might get her wondering why you're not paying attention to her. However, this should only be attempted if you have already made eye contact with her and even some preliminary flirting. Preliminary flirting. Uh, Next point. You may seem more desirable in her eyes and, and likely have her interest for the rest of the period. Then we go to number 2. Talk to one friend first. We finished with point 1 and we've done all the sub points under that, under 1. Now we are going to point 2. Talk to a friend first. Talk to a friend first, sorry. Then, to break the ice, 1, also in sub points. To break the ice, 1, if addressing an all girl crew seems a bit too daunting, you can zero it on one of her friends. This is recommended if the group appears divided into different conversations. 2, or second point, approach the friend approach the friend closest to you. Say hello and get a friendly conversation going. Then lead into something that will get her to introduce you to her friend. You can say, "Who are you, friends?" Or, "Your friend looks bored. What's her name?" Not all of us are talkatives. Eh? Who wrote this? Some men cannot talk. I'm an example. I can't talk. Go and see a large group of women and start yapping. Abba. My thought first will be that they are not willing to have any friends. That's why they come together plenty and start doing their own thing. That's my first thought. I believe I'm not alone in this regard. Hmm? So I don't know. Okay, let's go. Uh, who are you? Or your friend looks bored. What's her name? Okay, three. Catch her when she's on her own. Aha! I think this is okay. Catch her when she's on her own. This is where I can talk. Hmm? Coward like me. Hmm? This one is this one is tricky, but can work wonders if done the right way. This one is tricky, but can work wonders if done the right way. Catch her when she's off to get a drink or coming back from the ladies' room. This one I can do. Okay, or coming out from the ladies' room. Okay, you have to you have to be quick in your seduction because she will probably be eager to return to her home base where she feels safe. Yes. The next point, you can even be honest and tell her you've been waiting to catch her by her by herself so you can talk to her. Yes, I think this okay. Then number four, pull her aside and lay it on. Pull her aside and lay it on. Uh, you can try to lure her away from the group. You can try to lure her away from the group from the group long enough to work your magic. Point two, under four, under number four, tell her you want to say something in private, or better yet, ask her friends if you can borrow her for a second. Sorry for bad reading. I'm sorry. It's an old print. The printing is getting fainter and fainter and fainter. So please bear with me. Uh, borrow her friend for a second. Then, last point under number four. A good thing to do here is pay a genuine and original compliment. It has to be it has to be true, something that you observed in her that makes her stand out, and that isn't a whooping cliche in inverted commas. These ones are in brackets, sorry, in brackets, and that isn't a whooping cliche. And make commas brackets close, and make sure you'd have something to ask about after your compliment. You have something to ask about after your compliment. So, for instance, you just say, "Oh, I love your hair," and then you keep mum close to your mouth. Mhm. Anyway, I'm above all these things now. Anyway, when I was young, I used to be shy. Even now, still. Okay, number five. Use wingmen. Get one of your friends, if possible, to help you monopolize your lady's attention by keeping her friends busy. It will also relieve her of the guilt she may feel for ditching her friends, especially if they fall on the homeless side of the scale. If you can match your friends to her friends, then you have your work cut out for you, as well as some very good friends. So That is in case you are moving with friends. If you are one man, walk alone, what do you do? If you are one man, you walk alone, what do you do? You don't have friends. Oh man. This, I don't know. Anyway, maybe listeners, I will leave this for your judgment. Hmm? As well as some very good friends. Okay, we go to point six. Number six. Send her a drink. Uh-huh. I think I think this one too is okay. Hmm? Though though an out of date practice, she might be impressed by your will to revive obsolete chivalry. Chivalry. Full stop. Especially getting her favorite drink. Second point under number six. Watch what she orders. If she gets the same drink twice, send her that. If not, gamble on a girly drink. Girly spelled Girly. If not, gamble on a girly drink. Next point. Then wait to see if she likes the gift giver. Then wait to see if she likes the gift giver and comes over to say thanks. If not, get the credit you deserve. Did I get it right? You might say with a knowing smile. We go to number seven. Uh, these are all under get down with group psychology. Hmm? So when the girls are in a group, let's go to number seven. Dance with her. What better way to catch a woman's attention than by showing her you know how to use your body? Not indoors, but outside, but outdoors. Hmm? You know how to use your body. Hmm? Uh, Second point under number seven. Even if you don't talk to her, just approach her on the dance floor and try to establish eye contact. Full stop. She'll remember you later when you strike up a conversation. Full stop. If your eyes have already looked a few times, then take it up. Take it up a notch and actually say something to her. Viewers, that's all we have for page 8. Hmm? Well, I think this is uh, these ideas are ideas of the past. These days, it's not like that. That was when it was very, 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 very difficult to get women. Now, it is the opposite. I believe it is the women who are rather eager to approach men. I may be wrong, but that's what I personally have observed. So, uh, the the balance is now tilting in the opposite way. So let's pause here till our next episode, and then we shall be going to page 9, and talks about true love, confessions, love song, headache, unforgettable headache. I still cannot trust. Oh, first love. Well, so in our next uh, episode, that's where we are going, page 9 of the same PMP of August 7 to 10, 2003. Thank you very much. May God bless you. Ila lika ibaba.